here to talk about a family vacation. A family vacation is something very important. In a lot of families. My family vacation happens to be in D.C. D.C. is the capital of the United States of America, located between Virginia and Maryland. D.C. covers just 60 miles, and 20% of it being parks. The industry there is mainly government, but D.C. also runs on tourism. Tourism draws a lot of people who want to see the museums, monuments, and other sites that call themselves home to D.C. The Botanical Gardens, the Auto Show, and the National Zoo are some of my favorite places to visit. The nation's capital has something for everyone. The D.C. Botanical Gardens is a perfect getaway. During the winter, and the outside of the garden is quiet and bare and deserted, but inside is a tropical rainforest. Stepping through the doors, instantly the warm air hits you. The jacket and scarf and gloves must go. The tropical smell of the gardens and the occasional person reminds you you're in D.C. Looking outside of the stained glass windows, you see the cold, wintry D.C. Many of them come to the D.C. Botanical Gardens to find rest. Some come to read the plant labels, and I'm a mix of both. The sound of distant water reminds you that you're high above the canopy of the trees, looking out above all the rainforest. You hear the trickle of water, and you know that you're in the jungle. An indoor walkway stretches all the way around, so it's an indoor track and giving you a glimpse of all the gardens. The convention center in DC is 800,000 square feet. The auto show is a place to examine, sit in, and look at the new models and from numerous manufacturers. Toyota is the largest brand there, having multiple models from each vehicle. Toyota really draws a crowd, but any truck draws a crowd. I feel the door handles of all the vehicles. They feel different and unique. I'm personally not a huge truck fan, but some of the trucks are massive. Not all the vehicles you can sit in, especially not the supercars. Many of the manufacturers put on shows. Many are boring, and some give you prizes. That's when the people come over. The DC Auto Show is an exciting place to be and will create many memories. The National Zoo is like no other zoo. Zoos today often put animals far away and out of reach and out of sight. But inside the DC Zoo, it is like no other. It is located inside the city, and all around you see the tall high-rises of nearby apartments. There you can see cheetahs, lions, tigers, elephants, and of course everyone's favorite, the pandas, to name a few. My favorite animal is the prairie dog. I hear it chatter as it communicates to the other prairie dogs. Its enclosure is like no other because it is in a ring that you could almost feel like you could reach and grab the animal. It is not behind glass. It is right there for you to see. So the zoo is designed so you can work your way from the top and go to the bottom. So it gets kind of tiring after you walk through all the enclosures and then you have to walk all the way back up. Especially for young families, this can be a challenge. Often you see a lot of really winded people coming back up when you first walk in the zoo. I really need to have a conversation with someone who designed the zoo because of how countless times where I've been in the same situation with my family. Often the people at the zoo are young families, but I feel like at any age you can find enjoyment in the zoo. The Botanical Gardens and the Auto Show and the National Zoo are some of my favorite places to visit in DC. They're most important to me because I've made so many family memories there. The vacation to me starts from when I get in the car and arrive to the destination and leave the destination. Every moment of the car ride, every moment of the attractions, every moment of everything that I see and do, I feel and I remember. I always realize that I have to thank God for such a beautiful family that He's given me in my life, and I thank Him so much for all that He's given me. DC is very important because I've been there many times and I have so much memories there. And I feel like each time I go there, I find something new and beautiful to see that God has created and given me the memory to make with my family. And I'm so thankful for these memories, and I know they will never fade.